When hay is cheap, cows are expensive. And when hay is expensive, cows are cheap. So in the winter, you can only have hay to feed your cow. And if the price is really cheap, you're like, yeah, I just buy a lot of hay, no problem. But if the price doubles and you're like, I didn't have a budget for this double price, you may sell off half your herd to pay for those cows that winter. And you, of course, you get money from the cows, but most importantly, you have that budget of hay and you're like, I can handle this. The thing is, if you were doing this, you're not the only one. Everyone in your area has to deal with the expensive hay price. Everyone's selling cows same time. And what happens is you have something called supply and demand. If demand is the same and supply doubles, the people who are buying just lean back and go, I don't know if I'm going to buy your cow for that price. The price will drop. Why do farmers buy the expensive stuff? Farmer's paradox. Why do they buy the most expensive things? The answer, to save money. For the average person, that doesn't make any sense. If something's twice the price, buying that one, you lose money. Buy the cheaper one. But for a farmer, it's the reality of things break. These animals break things. And if you get the one that's not as good, it breaks sooner. And then you have to buy a second one. But if you buy the best one, it can last you years. And over the long term, it is cheaper. If you're not going to buy new, buy two. And the reason is the new item, odds are it's not going to break down on you for a long time, or if you have a warranty. But if you buy a used one, you're in a situation where it may break down. So you have to buy two of them. So ideally the same, model and stuff like that if you can, or same brand. But if one breaks down, you have a backup. Or if they are the exact same, you can maybe change parts between both of them to make it work. So one is a spare to the other. So that's the advice. The older the equipment, the smaller it is. So if you look at tractors from the 1930s, 40s, 50s, and then compare it to the tractors from the 90s, 2000s, and 2010s, it's always the same trend. Go back in time, it is smaller.